is your financial expert and master mindset coach, Janae Cordy.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. So, in honor of the pending government deadline for taxes, and in honor of the number 20th Mind Your Money podcast, that's right, number 20. I can't hardly believe it. It's so exciting, and I'm just going to bask in that accomplishment for a moment if you don't mind. Okay, thanks for that. So, as you know, with taxes, one specific tax category highlighted in the almighty tax code is all about charitable contributions and nonprofit and not-for-profit entities. In other words, it's all about giving. Aw, that just warms my heart. Who knew the IRS could have such a warming effect? So I'm a strong believer in what you give, you get back. This doesn't, however, always have to just take the form of money, though. There are many ways that this concept applies. As the long-standing and passed down concept through the generation goes in regards to giving, it's all about giving your time, treasure, or talent, right? So let's talk about this and what this can look like. So as far as the giving of your time, the first most easy to recognize version of this is volunteering your time to official charitable organizations. So these are often charitable organizations close to your heart, such as maybe a cancer-related organization fighting for the cure. These can be churches, they can be charities that work with our beautiful children, otherwise known as our future, or charities that work with our brave military and their families to help support them as they support us in our freedom. Or let's not forget about our courageous veterans who did make it back home. The wonderful and awe-inspiring thing about America is that this is the most giving and charitable country to ever exist in the history of the world. You do not need to tell Americans to be giving. We just are. That's who we is, right? And you can see this in the countless number of charitable organizations often running as nonprofits and not-for-profits across the nation, and then all of the volunteers and supporters who make these organizations' existence possible. It really is an amazing thing to be proud of when you think about it. It certainly makes me proud to be an American, and it certainly makes me hold up the red, white, and blue in super high regard. So aside from the vast amount of official organizations out there giving back to communities and people doing good in this country and around the world, there are also other ways that you can give your time, which may not be quite as apparent, but are certainly of equal importance. One of these ways is to give other people your time. And I mean really take the time to connect with people, maybe help out a neighbor or a friend when they're in need, or just visit an elderly member of the community to let them know they are valued and not alone. And hey, why not help them out with a few chores around the house while you're there? I'm sure they'd appreciate that. But this concept doesn't just apply to our hot-to-trot elderly Americans out there, though. Because woo-wee, age is nothing but a number, right? This also applies to anyone who is in need of a friend or a friendly conversation. And let's not forget about our little ones out there either. Our kids in this country need our time and focus just as much as the grown-ups out there, if not more. Especially in the age of social media and iPads and electronic this and that, and hey mom or dad, I need this 20th app this week. And you all know what I'm saying who have kids around you about the app thing. So it's important we still give the kids in our communities in our households, our time, and our undistracted attention. This is so important to teach our youth human connection. And I'm talking about real connection, not the connection to the chargers on their phones. It is our responsibility to pass the skill of connection down to our youth. And this is done best by leading through example. Kids would so much rather have your attention than the newest dumb app on their phone out there anyway, even if they may not come right out and admit it, it's still the truth. Another aspect related to giving your time is also extremely important, which is giving time to yourself and your own goals and purpose in life. So as much as it is important to give to others, you must also give equally to yourself, which I know can be really hard for some people to do. I want the people who struggle with giving themselves the time that they need, whatever that looks like to them, to officially give themselves permission to do this right now with no remorse and no guilt. You deserve your own time and care too. Self-care and self-love is so important. If you are not taking care of yourself, it makes it very difficult to fully take care of others anyways. At least not for any sustainable amount of time without freaking losing your mind or completely burning out, right? So practice self-love and self-care. It is so important. Value yourself enough to put the time into what you want and need in life too. Set your goals of what you want to achieve and then commit your time to yourself to achieve success for yourself. And remember, if you're trying to achieve some stretch goals and you're stretching yourself, it is going to take some time and effort to make these goals a reality, right? If you don't put the time and effort into your goals, they will not materialize the way that you want them to. They just won't. You get what you put into something. So the more you want something, the more you have to give towards it. That's just the way it works. But you've got it though. Set your intentions right and it will barely even feel like work and will give you so much self-pride that you'll never dream of quitting or not putting the time into achievement and success. And if you need help with clearing and resetting your mindset and then setting your goals, listen to the first 3 podcasts, Rake the Rut, Panning for Golden Thoughts, and Goal Digging. Those will help you. So let's talk about giving your treasure now. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Give your money to the organizations, people, or circumstances you are compelled to give toward. If you don't have the extra funds right now, that is okay. That is where giving time and talent come into play, which are just as important. But if you do have the funds and are compelled to give, do so. Also, check out the tax code when it comes to charitable donations or if you are setting up a charitable organization. The government is very supportive in the United States toward charitable organizations, which is also such an incredible thing to be proud of. The last category that I'm going to discuss is about giving your talent. I look at this as giving what you are good at to this planet. So, for example, if you are a great writer, I believe that you owe it to this world to write. And this doesn't have to be writing for a nationally syndicated news company. I mean, you certainly can take it there. If that is your dream, definitely go for it. But this can take so many different forms. This could be helping to write the newsletter or the pamphlet at your local church, or writing an online blog, or creating your own community paper if you fancy. I mean, we definitely need more diversified voices in this media that we have, in my opinion. Another example is if, let's say your talent is building things. You can take this unique talent all the way from building skyscrapers in the hearts of our biggest cities to building for an organization which builds homes for the poor, to helping out a friend build his or her home. That's important too. This is what is so brilliant about giving talent. You can take it wherever you want to. We are all born with unique talents, each one of us. And yes, I mean all of us. So do not even try to tell me you do not have a unique talent, because I will only say back to you that you need to do some soul searching to find it, because it's there. And oftentimes our greatest talents come to us as children, but then the whole adulting, real world thing kind of takes over, and we lose sight of our unique God-given talent that we were born with. So if you don't know your talent, do some soul searching and start with what you loved or were great at in your childhood. But this talent thing can run the gauntlet of anywhere that you want to take it. You can spread the giving of your talent on whatever scale feels right to you. So this can fall anywhere from a smaller scale in your own community or in your own household or group of friends or family, or this can be worldwide. It is what is right for you, as long as you're still sharing your talent. And please, please, whatever you do, do not let fear stop you from letting your talent shine. It can be a very scary thing to put yourself out there and give your talent. And fear can literally paralyze you and stop you from dusting off your beautiful talent to share it with humanity. But only if you let fear stop you. The great news is it is 100% your choice. Yeah, you get to choose whether to listen to fear and let it stop you, or kick it to the curb and go on about your merry, talented way towards your goals and your own happy in life. So listen to the podcasts You've Got the Power, Conquering Fear of Failure, and Courage for helping to kick fear's booty. It's a bad boy that needs to be taken down in order to let your talent truly shine bright, like the shooting star in the dark night sky that you are, right? So kick fear out of the way and show off your natural talent. Hey, it's okay to show off a little once in a while. Just go for it. So giving, all three forms of giving, the giving of your time, treasure, and or talent, really does make this world such a better place. And even though you may not always see it, what you do matters. It really does. And what you give, you definitely get back. That's the natural law of this phenomenal universe we are living in. So let's end with the following quote by one of the greatest living givers of our world, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah has this to say about giving. To move forward, you have to give back. I just love Oprah. She's such a wise and generous soul. So please subscribe and rate, and as always, I appreciate all of you. You can find my blog and services on mindyourmoneycoach.com. And until next time, go out into this world with a giving heart and a ferocious spirit and start making all of your dreams come true.